We're live, Bill. Hey, everybody. Take a look over here. That's Bill Young, the owner operator of Arkham Comics. His wife walked away as I got this thing to go live. She's actually doing work, so I said you were actually doing work. So. Sure, you could show everybody what you're putting on eBay if you want, Bill. It's your store, it's your event, right?
All on eBay right here. Where it's at. Big money, Rob.
Big money, Rob. So here, I'll undo the drawstring for the webcam so that you can show off whatever you want.
They say this is more rare than Amazing Fantasy 15.
Well, it probably is more rare than Amazing Fantasy 15. There probably are fewer copies of that available than Amazing. You know, it's kind of like when Oasis said that they were more popular than the Beatles. There probably are more people on the planet that have heard of them at this point than there were when the Beatles were popular. Oh no, they said Jesus. They didn't even say the Beatles. They said Jesus. So there, there were, what, a couple hundreds, maybe thousands of people like that knew who Jesus was back then. So Oasis probably did have more fans than Jesus. I mean, just do the math. There's what, 7 billion people on the planet? So they say. Who's they?
Exactly. The Illuminati.
Okay, the Illuminati. Are we talking about the Bendis Illuminati, or are we talking about the one that includes Doctor Strange and Black Panther and?
I'm talking about the worldwide Illuminati.
Oh.
And only people like Donald Trump and
we can't say that word.
Yeah.
Donald Trump, we can't say that.
No.
They are listening.
We don't say that word here.
So folks, I am keeping with my hour per page pace. I'm not doing full inks, but I am trying to draw everything out as well as I can here. So we've got page 1, Laurie yelling at Mikey, who's sitting in a treehouse, and Mikey wondering why she's yelling at him. And then the second page, still yelling at Mikey, and Mikey shows up just behind her like any good creepy character would in a horror film, right? And she turns around and realizes it and screams out. Isn't that perfect, Tiff? And of course he gets mad because, he shows up and she's just screaming because, she's the one that was yelling for him. So the idea of today's 24-hour comic is if I can keep up with the pace of 1 page per hour, not 32 pages. I don't know where they got that number from.
Maximum.
Oh, maximum of 32? Okay, good, because that's not going to happen. I'm 1 page an hour right now, and I'm awake. That's a huge plus. But the idea here is going to be that Mikey needs a Halloween costume, and I'm going to show some previous year Halloween costumes that he wore and why he really doesn't want to participate until he finds the perfect Halloween costume. And I'm not going to tell anybody what it is yet because I actually want the final part of this to be a surprise to everyone, except for the people that are standing here next to me that already know the answer. So I was asked earlier if I was actually going to be live streaming any of this, and I said sure. So now I'm on, and nobody wants to watch. No, I'm kidding. Obviously, this will be available later so that anybody can watch. I'm up.
all the smart people are either asleep or passed out drunk. So
Friday night, they're still drinking.
yeah.
Oh, it is Friday night, isn't it? Where's my alcohol?
Maybe we'll get some
I
good,
mean, there's some beer back
maybe we'll get some good drunkies in here. Because nowhere else is open but us.
I'm actually trying to get my friends at Aviator to do a special root beer can for junior high horrors, because obviously a real beer would be a bad idea for a bunch of middle school kids to be on the cover.
That's correct.
We
Um,
have some junior high or waters. I know a place that'll make a water bottle with your logo on it, actually for pretty cheap.
that's kind of cool.
We thought about doing that and taking it to shows.
It's actually a really good idea. You know what would be a really good idea as well would be those giant 11 by 17 bags, having those with your logo
Yes.
on them.
Yes.
I think
No one ever has any. Awesome.
Yeah, and what's funny about that is if you do it right, you'd be able to get sponsors for those bags. So like, you know, you could have a junior high horrors bag that says Arkham Comics on it at the show, if you wanted to do something like that. See, I'm always selling my ideas for free.
You better copyright.
Well, otherwise I got to worry about being sued, you know? Hey, but good news, I do want to let everybody know, before I even got here, we'd already raised $110 for the Make-A-Wish Foundation. Thought that was pretty awesome. And then since we actually opened up on time at midnight, we've actually also, what'd you say, Bill, $40? $42 already. So we're already at $152 raised for the Make-A-Wish Foundation. And of course, we'll be here a full 24 hours. So we've got 22 hours still going. In that time, the youngs here have got dollar comic books that am I reading this right? All of the proceeds of the dollar comics actually go directly to the Make-A-Wish Foundation. And then 5% of all other sales today will actually go to Make-A-Wish. So anybody come on out. If you're on my Facebook page, you already know that you can donate to Make-A-Wish that way as well if you can't make it out to here. But we are going to need people to help keep us awake. We're going to need people to entertain us. And we're going to need to go from there as well. So anyways, just yes. Thank you to a special guest, Lewis Small here right now. He's awake here. I'm going to turn the webcam around to him. There he is. He is awake. He's looking for comics.
And on the job.
Eh.
It has been verified.
And he's been verified. So folks, I am probably going to sign off for now. I will be back later, as long as I'm still awake. No, I should be able to make it through the full 24 hours. I don't think that'll be too much of an issue. If not, I'm gonna actually do one of Lewis's tricks, which is move the tablecloth a little bit and then hide underneath the table. Apparently that's yes, it's a trade secret. That really is the only trade secret I know from Lewis, because apparently the hotels he used to stay at have raised their rates. Yes. Why do they even call Comic-Cons anymore, Lewis?
Because they are.
Yeah, they're not comics at all anymore. Like,
Yeah, there you go. Media
yeah, I mean, yeah, or pop cons.
Yep.
They should just call them pop culture cons. So, anyways, so yeah, so if you're in the area of Wilson, North Carolina, or if you're just in, the RTP area and feel like making a nice drive during the 90-degree heat tomorrow, come on out. We'll be here all day. We'll be selling comics. I'll be drawing comics. Bill's on eBay right now trying to sell some junior high horrors comics. And I say trying, but he's already sold some junior high horrors comics on eBay. And who knows? Maybe later today we'll have some special information about future junior high horror stuff going on. You know, like stuff I've been told I'm not allowed to talk about. No, I'm kidding. I'm not allowed to talk about that stuff, so I'm not going to. Never break the circle of trust.
Right.
The most important rule. The circle. That's wrong.
Yes, that's the wrong circle, Bill. It's okay. That's a good one. The circle of life. Bill decided, by the way, folks, that he was going to watch every Star Wars in chronological order today, which means he gets to start with like the worst two before he gets to decent movies. And I say the worst two, but that's only because he said he will not watch the travesty that is Episode 8.
Aha.
Yeah.
Yes. Will not.
I will leave that for other YouTubers to discuss, since so many of them like to. But the question was posed to me earlier of what I felt of Solo, and I went ahead and said that when it comes to Solo, I completely enjoyed the movie, very similar to how I enjoyed Venom. I thought that it wasn't as bad as the reviews are making it out to be, but it wasn't a, I don't know. It's not going to win Oscars. It might win some Razzies. But Solo, the thing I had a problem with on it was that you've got this movie that tells everything that Han Solo's ever been known for, and it all happened in a weekend. And
Maybe that's why he's known for it.
because it all happened in one weekend.
Yes.
Because he's such a badass, he can take care of all that business in one weekend.
You will come up with a positive spin on that every time, won't you, Bill?
Correct.
I don't know. I also didn't really care for the actor that played him, but otherwise I did like all the other actors in it.
I only have one complaint. There was not enough Jar Jar Binks
In Solo?
in it.
Yeah, was there any Jar Jar Binks in Solo?
No. That's what I'm saying. There wasn't enough.
Because there was none. All right. So with that said, folks, for a while now, I'll probably sign back on later, but we're probably going to be lewd and say things that not everybody needs to. No, I'm kidding. There's no reason for us to do anything like that. But I will be back on later, and we can chat more then.